A Girl's Guide to Courtship.
Hey girl! You got a Friendster? You got a Twitter? Either one?
Newsflash, the dating game has changed. For ages, courtship has been predominantly male-oriented. Men asked women out. That was just how the world worked. Nowadays, that system doesn't really make sense. 50% of the population is female. You can't just ignore the half of everyone by expecting a man to ask a woman out. Luckily, we live in the 21st century. People are becoming more and more accepting of equality in our society. So why can't asking someone out also be up to a woman? This is a quasi-universal guide for how women can ask someone out, be it male or female. Disclaimer: this is not a guide for hookups. The purpose of this guide is to foster tips in order to begin a relationship. These tips, however, are in no way guaranteed to be effective. User discretion may be advised. Tip number 1: communication. Communication is one of the good keys to a long-lasting relationship. It makes complete sense to assume that the same level of communication is key in starting one. It may seem daunting, but being able to convey your feelings for someone you like is the only surefire way to know how they feel about you. Because society is built upon a male-led dating structure, women often feel as if they must drop subtle hints to spark someone's interest in asking them out. But it can be much simpler than that. If you like somebody, ask them how they feel about you. You may feel like you're being too forward, and you may strike out sometimes, but being direct is better for what you want in the long run. Tip number 2: handling rejection. Inevitably, if you're in the dating game long enough, you may experience rejection. You should not take this as an insult or feel bad about yourself. People, generally speaking, have a good idea of what they seek in a partner. Some want to have a casual relationship, while others are after deep, long-term commitment. If somebody doesn't like you, you can't blame yourself, nor can you blame them. You have a right to like someone. The other person has a right to want something different out of a relationship, or not even want one at all. Tip number 3: valuing someone's interests. Outside of school and work, we all have hobbies and interests. Now, if you like someone, chances are you have some of the same interests, but that doesn't always have to be the case. If you show genuine interest in the things people enjoy, they'll often respect you and enjoy their time with you more. This doesn't mean you should change who you are, though. We're all bound to enjoy different things. Don't pretend to like something you don't just to impress someone. Just keep an open mind about what the other person has fun doing, and hopefully they'll do the same. Tip number 4: valuing someone's values. Similarly to interests, your views on certain topics, such as religion, politics, sports, etc., are more than likely going to differ. Unless the person believes in values you just can't stomach, it's better to accept the fact that you disagree early on. It can make for a friendly debate or open yourself up to possibilities you never would have considered before. Tip number 5: date night protocol. Always choose something for the two of you to enjoy together. Maybe it's the standard dinner and a movie. Maybe you're more adventurous and want to go hiking. Whatever it is, make sure that both of you are comfortable in the situation and can enjoy yourselves. It may work out that you don't have chemistry with the other person. If that's the case, you can still salvage the date by having fun or just enjoying something with company. Side tip: paying for dinner. This is always a touchy topic. Who pays for dinner at the end of the night? One of the most diplomatic ways to settle the debate is to split the check. There are other solutions. For example, one person can pay for dinner while the other pays tip, or one person can pay for a movie while the other pays for dinner. It is best to plan ahead for these situations. Always come prepared with a few extra dollars, just in case. Tip number 6: awkward silences. Oh yeah, it's gonna happen. There will always be a few tense moments on a date where you have absolutely nothing to say. When you're in a situation like this, what do you do? Odds are slim that packing a few note cards full of discussion topics will do the trick. It's also a little bit weird. But if you do go this route, keep some interesting questions in reserve. For example, what's the best vacation you've ever been on? Just don't talk about the weather or airplane food. Tasteful jokes are also an easy way to diffuse tension. Be really careful, though, not to offend your date unless you've already gauged their comedic preferences. One last suggestion. Don't be afraid to ride out the silence a bit. Occasionally, a brief pause can allow a person to savor the moment. A little downtime on a date doesn't necessarily have to be bad. Thank you guys so much for watching our video. We hope you guys enjoy it, and we hope that these tips help you.